Now, as you might have seen if you've been online, David Beckham's in China. As well as being a footballer, a model and a businessman, he's now an ambassador. But don't worry, he's not moving into diplomacy quite yet. He's been asked to promote football in China. And it's hoped his new role is going to boost the image of football in China and try to encourage more young people into the game.
I think football influences children in many different ways. I think it gives them team influence. They can obviously become a team and learn about team skills. I think that's very important, not just in football, but I think in life as well, to work together as a team.
Nick Marshall-McCormack is here, a BBC Sports journalist. I was actually enjoying, I saw him saying, I'm not a politician, I'm not getting into the past, and then gave a beautifully polished politician's answer. He's a smooth operator, isn't he?
Always Brand Beckham. The golden touch is featuring again, and China couldn't have picked a better man, really, could they? The highest earning footballer in the world, and arguably the most popular, well-known footballer in the world. He was very political in his answer, in fact, that he said that I'm not going to talk about the past, and the past is a very shady deal for Chinese football. Remember, we've just gone through that 3-year probe where 58 former officials and players have been busted for corruption, and some severe prison sentences handed out, and some of those offences stretch back 20 years. So the problems there for China football are huge, and whether Beckham can come in and change all that, that remains to be seen.
Well, they doubted him in America, and he did a pretty good job of raising the profile of soccer there. What I am interested in, though, is that China's on the back foot with football. We've seen Didier Drogba go out, come back very quickly. Is the idea that not just to get young players involved at school, but actually to attract, to show the other big stars of the game, look, if Beckham can come, then you can come too?
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned those two players, Anelka and Drogba, but that sort of ended pretty badly. I mean, you can bring these marquee players across, but there was reports that Drogba wasn't getting paid his salary. He upped sticks after the Africa Cup of Nations and went off to play for Galatasaray because he wanted Champions League football. Anelka went through reported coaching issues and dramas with the team. So, you know, you can bring these marquee players over, but ultimately it goes deeper than that, because one of the big things, Marcello Lippi, former World Cup winning coach for Italy and coaches Guangzhou, he basically has won the last 2 Chinese Super League titles, and he said that the actual key to restoring China football is to actually go and develop a rich culture. That's one thing they haven't got. You can go through the streets of Europe and Brazil and you can see kids kicking a football through the street. You don't get that in China.
But that's interesting because, you know, go back a couple of World Cups and the Chinese team was looking like it would be a serious outfit for years to come, and it seems to have, you know, drifted off a bit as the Japanese and the South Koreans have become stronger.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you know, bringing in someone like Lippi, you know, $14.2 million coach, third on the highest earning coaches, is a move in the right direction. And bringing Beckham over, and you saw all the screaming girls and the young guys that want to idolise Beckham. Football is going in the right direction, and Chinese can definitely capitalise on brands, but there is a lot more room to go.
Nick, hold your fire there, because we managed to get through to Cameron Wilson, founder of an online football magazine, wildeastfootball.net. He's live with us from Shanghai. Cameron, give us your take on Beckham's visit. Hi, Cameron, can you hear us? Sadly, no. Never mind. We thought we'd give it a go, but it didn't work. One last question. I mean, Beckham's still a professional football player. It's easy to lose sight of this, isn't it? I mean, presumably he's just there for a day or two before he goes back to Paris.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he does have a day job, doesn't he? He's got the Champions League coming up as well. April 2nd, I think it is, and his Paris Saint-Germain team is taking on Barcelona, 4 times champions, and I think this is the first time that Paris Saint-Germain has been in the quarterfinals in the Champions League since 1995.
He's always had very good timing, hasn't he?
He can hit it right. He can hit it right.
Thank you very much indeed. All right, now let's quickly look at this story. An American spacecraft has become the first man-made object to leave the solar system. No reports that David Beckham was aboard. Scientists say the Voyager 1 craft, shown here at launch by NASA in the 70s, is now beyond the reach of the sun. And while this has been expected for years, it marks a new chapter in space exploration. Well, thank you very much indeed for joining me here on Global. Aaron will be next with World Business Report. Goodbye.